Emergencies and disasters occur around the world for different reasons. They can be triggered by such things as famine, war, earthquakes, and other natural and man-made disasters. The result is always the same: homeless people, refugees needing shelter and aid from those in a position to help. Currently, few organisations are ready to deal with one of man's most basic needs. With your help, this project can provide shelter, warmth and comfort to the victims of disasters worldwide.
Gentlemen, good evening. We're going to talk to you tonight about the shelter box, which I've mentioned to you before.
In early 2000, Rotarian Tom Henderson looked at the problem of providing shelter and assistance quickly to people displaced by disasters. He is a member of the Helston Lizard Rotary Club in Cornwall, England. They adopted the scheme as their international Millennium Project, and early in the year 2000, Shelterbox was born. Thanks to the public, Rotary clubs in the UK and worldwide, his idea became a reality. In 5 short years, the project has provided emergency relief and aid to almost 500,000 people in over 30 countries worldwide. His idea and aim was to provide on a worldwide basis pre-packed boxes containing material and equipment that would provide shelter, warmth and comfort for an extended family. Teams of volunteers from Rotary clubs and the public come together as required and work to pack shelter boxes for dispatch to disasters worldwide. You might find it hard to believe, but this box contains an emergency home for 10 people. A 10-person tent, 10 sleeping bags or blankets, cooking pots, a multi-fuel cooker, water containers, water purification tablets or equipment, a children's activity pack, a basic toolkit and other site-specific equipment as required. The robust multi-purpose box, when emptied of its life-saving equipment, can be further used for storing food, storing water, maybe even a cot for a baby perhaps. Each box weighs 55 kilograms and each lorry carries 250 boxes to their destination. So, where are they going? Disasters can occur anywhere. Earthquakes, hurricanes, drought, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, floods, landslides, famine. Disasters can affect many millions of men, women and children, people to whom the Green Shelter Box has come to represent hope. The destruction wrought by the 2004 Asian tsunami took the world by surprise, yet it demanded an immediate humanitarian response. Shelterbox's response was swift, bringing much-needed relief to thousands of affected people. In Sri Lanka alone, over 60,000 houses were completely destroyed. Shelterbox assisted 25,000 people in Sri Lanka as part of a wider aid effort in which 130,000 people received aid in other countries affected by the tsunami. In October 2005, an earthquake struck Pakistan-administered Kashmir. Thousands of people were left homeless and risked joining the mounting death toll through risk of exposure. With winter closing in and the first snows beginning to fall, Shelterbox realised the urgency of the situation and moved quickly. Using all available means, Shelterbox went about delivering the much-needed aid to the people that needed it most. Overall, Shelterbox assisted some 130,000 people affected by this disaster. The shelter boxes were transported and delivered to the high mountains in Kashmir.
The road has absolutely had it, so many rocks on it, you just couldn't get a vehicle up here, and apart from helicopters, which are virtually impossible to get hold of, this is the only way to get any of this equipment up here. And we're doing what we say we do, we're getting the boxes to the people who need them most, with our help of our four-legged friends.
Enough boxes of life-saving equipment, tents, sleeping bags, cooking and other equipment was delivered to assist well over 100,000 people.
These boxes are being flown straight up the valley, right up to the top of the valley, and then being carried by the villagers from there up into the villages.
These boxes will assist many hundreds of families before the onset of the winter snows, when this area will be cut off from all further help. Let's hear from some of the people and organisations worldwide we have worked with and delivered shelter box aid to.
The shelter boxes from Cornwall, supported by Rotary, have been such a success here that the difference between seeing people living in almost dugout graves and then moving over to a tent has been absolutely wonderful to see. To see the look on their faces and their children's faces as they've moved into those tents has been absolutely wonderful.
Hi, I am Jaimon Thomas. I represent Oxfam, and these shelter boxes that have come in are going to be a great help for the emergency response that Oxfam is working for at different places in Indonesia, amongst the most recent earthquake that we are responding to in Nias. So mainly these shelter boxes will be going to Nias and different places in Indonesia like Banda Aceh, Malabo, Lamno and Lok Sumawe. As being a representative of Oxfam, I thank shelter boxes for providing us these tents. Thank you.
It was amazing to me how quickly we were able to help people who had nothing, who were sleeping on blankets out under the stars. You know, within a week we had them in a tent with their entire family. It was phenomenal.
I'm Grace Cheune and I work for UNICEF in Central South Zone, and currently we are in Maka in an IDP camp, and thank you very much Shelter Box. Shelter Box has improved people's lives here because it came timely when the seasons had changed. It's very cold at night and it's raining during the day.
I am Ali Basharoush from Lebanese Red Cross. Thank you for Rotary.
With your help, we can and do make a difference.